Hi everybody, it's Uzo again from Uzo's Food Labs and welcome. You will see that I'm out of my usual black and I'm wearing a touch of red because it is a love episode today and I'm joined by a very special guest who's like a movie guru. So we're going to be talking food, we're going to be talking love, we're going to be talking movies, and I can't wait to share. So, this beautiful young woman next to me, if you have any love for movies at all, especially Nollywood movies, then you have to know Delphine, also known as the Delphinator. She's not wearing her signature cap today.
Decided to switch it up.
Yes, I like the look. I like the new look. So she's joined me today. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So what are we doing today?
We're gonna work on these finger foods.
Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're like me, or if you're like a lot of people, you know that Valentine's Day in Lagos, where I live, is chaos. There's so much traffic. If you forget to make your reservations on time, you'll have absolutely no plans for the day. And if you really don't want to socialize and you just want to spend time with your loved one, you want to stay at home. So this episode, we're going to be showing you how to put together some easy, sexy, pocket-friendly little bites that will not ruin your makeup. They won't make you have like unglamorous like accidents and stuff like that. And we're also going to be sharing our top picks for romantic movies that you can get on DVD or download and watch at home, and you have a perfect Valentine's Day with no stress. Yes?
Perfect.
Okay, so first things first, let me just go over what we're going to be making and then we can interject. We need to drink. I mean, when you're at home having Valentine's Day, you need to be drinking. So we're going to be putting together a 2-ingredient cocktail that has, well, alcohol in it, which will be nice and fun. Then we have something that's nice and creamy using melted ice cream. About the only time ice cream is allowed to melt.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Yes, that's about the only time it's allowed to
melt.
And then we're going to need to chew some stuff. So we're going to be making some popcorn where we're going to put a different spin on popcorn so that it's not like regular, oh, this is everyday type popcorn. And then chips and dip. You need something a little bit savory, but chips are nice and they don't get your hands messy, and you still, you know, maintain a level of decorum in front of that person. What do you think?
That's a perfect choice.
Yes. So, and it's not going to let you spend all your time in the kitchen, so you can actually pre-make a lot of this stuff, and you can just spend your time looking nice and smiling and saying the right things.
Just dainty.
Yes, just looking dainty if you're that kind of person. So we'll get to it. I think the first thing we need to do, and this is a tip, whenever you have any meal that you're planning, you need to tackle your drinks first, just in case it's not cold, so that it can cool before your guests come. But I like instant gratification, so I usually use cold things so you can drink it immediately. So I'm just going to show you how to put together that cocktail. While I'm doing that, actually you're going to have to make yourself useful. I'll mix my glass and you mix your glass.
Okay, so what do I do?
Yeah, so grab your glass first and I'll grab mine. This is the time to bring out your nice fancy things that you spend money on, and every day when you're eating your noodles, you're like, I can't use the fancy cup.
You know, use a plastic cup somewhere.
Exactly, so this is a good time to use your nice fancy crockery. And then you have some wine. Now, I personally don't drink alcohol and I don't really like the taste of wine, but if you add soda to it, it makes it nicer. So this is like a Cabernet blush, so it's almost like a pink red wine type. So it's lighter, it's not as tannic as red wine, but it's not as diluted as white wine. And it has a bit of sweetness. And we're just going to pour some into our cups and add some lemon lime soda.
Okay, that's it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Really, really nice and really simple. So if you want to do this with red wine, I suggest that the soft drink you use be a dark cola. And if you're going to be using like an all white wine, then use like orange soda.
Okay, makes sense.
Makes sense, yes. Okay, so tell us, how did you start with the love for movies?
It started as a kid. I remember I've always loved movies, you know, growing up.
You all are used to my channel, so you know that it would not be an Uzo's Food Lab episode
if there's no spill.
Yes. So I'll try my best to dab this gently while you fill your glass to the level you want for the alcohol. My mom will be shrinking in her shoes.
She doesn't like alcohol?
No, she's tried her best to teach me how to be a lady.
Trust me, I know the feeling. My father sent me to finishing school.
Did he?
I don't know if I am finished.
It's just very complicated.
Yeah, like,
and
no, like, allow me leave.
My senses also uncoordinated. Like, I'm gangly, which is weird because I'm not tall. Because it's tall people that have that problem.
Yeah, that are a bit
My
skittish.
limbs just don't agree. So we're going to open up our soda, and I want to ask you a very pertinent question. So top up the glass, your glass, with how much soda you want. But you know that you're really real about your reviews of these movies. Do they come after you?
Oh yeah, like I've gotten interesting phone calls from filmmakers that I respect.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Threatening?
Not like threatening, but the tone is kind of.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I see these people at events, at premieres, I'm not sure whether to say hi or to, but I'm sort of managing it,
Yeah, but I think it's great to have somebody who's actually authentic and Nollywood needs it.
Yeah,
As a,
surely do.
I mean, I do want to be an extra on a Nollywood movie. It's like on my bucket list, but at the same time I don't, because I'm like, that's how.
It's a trash movie.
And people be like, your brand will be there, or you change your mind about the script halfway. It's like a romantic comedy, and I serve some food, and then the next scene they gotta decide that they have to add a diabolical element. Next thing I'm going to do, Nigerian.
Yeah, but you have friends who have this food. I'm sure you can.
I'm always reluctant to ask, but they say you should ask. Okay, so let's open our soda. So you just want to top your wine with the quantity of soda that you want. So if you want it sweeter, you add more soda. If you don't, add just a very little bit. Now this is great because men and women will enjoy it. So if you're female and you don't really like alcohol like that, you can use the soda to dilute it. And just top my glass up.
Color
So if you're really fancy like that, you can get like lemon slices and Dunkin' inside. Oh, another great idea. Since we're doing the whole Valentine thing, actually do strawberries.
Okay.
Take whole strawberries and poke holes in them and put it in the drink.
Yeah.
Yes. So by the time you're ready to drink it, the strawberries would have absorbed the alcohol flavor. So that'd be a tasty treat.
Ooh, so.
You don't call meals us food bags for nothing. Okay, so that's the first thing. Done. The second thing, ice cream melted.
Yes, you were saying.
Yes, so this is the only time you're allowed to let the ice cream become watery, because you're going to be making a drink, but not quite a milkshake.
Okay.
So all you need would be a nice ice cream glass. Because I'm very clumsy, my own glass I've poured it before. Delphine has her own here.
Okay.
She will pour hers in there. So you need to pour it into the glass to about that.
You have faith in me. You just believe that I'm not clumsy.
I believe
either.
everybody else is better than me. So, okay. Are we good? So, to prevent a bigger mess. There you go. I have a hidden napkin. Now, this is a very, very simple recipe again. And the good thing about this recipe is if you forgot the ice cream in the car or you forgot it on the countertop, you don't have to stress. So, in your melted ice cream, you have some syrup. So we're going with strawberry because red, the whole theme. But you can do chocolate, you can do caramel, any of the ones that you fancy. So just put the amount that you want in there. Squeezy, nice squeezy bottle. It smells good already.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the final element is we have cookie crumbs here, crumbled cookie crumbs. So you can do the really fancy black and white sandwich cookies.
Okay.
Or you can do the cheaper stuff, whatever it is that you're. So you just put some in there. And then you do the same.
I'm definitely trying this.
Yes. And then stir it. So no blender needed. No fancy tools. Maybe just a nice straw. Stir it. See? And voila.
Smells good already.
Oh yes, second one done. So we're going to be giving them recommendations for movies that they can watch at home. And it's a broad spectrum, right?
Oh yeah, from Nollywood to Hollywood to even Bollywood.
I was about to, because you know that
Because
I am a Bollywood diva.
Oh, you are?
Didn't you know?
I didn't know that.
Oh my god, my father thought I was going to marry an Indian. But because they have the culture of living in the parents' house, he knew that wouldn't work for me. Because I'm very outspoken and mouthy. They would chase me out. So yes, but I've got a Bollywood one on my list too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking of a classic though. Like I haven't seen any of the new ones.
We have to have a Bollywood movie date.
Yeah, we should.
I'll make samosas and pakoras and some naan.
You guys hear that?
Yes.
Oh, I love naan. Bro.
Yeah, you should try my garlic butter naan.
Okay. So.
To make a man propose to you. I guarantee.
Okay, I'm definitely going to learn it.
Yes, so. Yes,
Perfect.
sir. Okay, so what's your first pick?
My first pick would be classic, The Notebook. Yeah, it's not a Valentine's movie, but it's a romantic movie. It's one of the
love movie.
Yeah, it's a love movie.
So there's a difference between like real love and romance. Romance is butterflies and stuff. The
Yes,
Notebook is like
it's
real
love,
enduring
like-
love through. Okay, we won't spoil it for you, but
Yeah,
it's like real.
but it's
love.
really deep stuff. Like you even shed a few tears.
Yes. And there's a standout scene in there.
Woo, yeah, I know the
The
scene
kiss
you're
in the
talking
rain,
about.
that
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I agree with you on that one. So I'll strike that off my list. So interestingly, my first pick is a comedy,
Okay.
Coming to America.
Oh,
And the
that's a
reason
good
why
one.
it's one of my favorite movies of all time for a particular reason, and I think it's very valid today. In as much as there's comedy around it, it's boy meets girl, rich versus regular.
Yeah.
But he woos her. He actually takes her on dates. They walk and they talk. They spend time. He buys her gifts. Men these days apparently are not wooing much.
Yes, I saw that thing on Instagram the other day.
So yes, Coming to America is one, and love is fun and you laugh, and this I think is a great light movie.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some bad language in it, but you can
Well,
just
you'll be fine.
cringe a little bit. But it was Eddie Murphy at the height of his genius, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So second thing, while you're thinking about your next pick, this would be second thing, but third thing we're making.
Third
First
drink.
thing is drink.
Drinks,
okay.
yeah.
So I'm going to be showing you about the chip and the dip.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, chips. Regular plantain chips.
Wikiri.
Ikpekere, unripe plantain chips. And if you're going to be nice and fancy, just get the like nice whole one so that you look prim and proper. But you need to make a dip. Because I mean, the Mexicans have nachos and dip.
Yeah.
So we'll make our own dip with our own spin on it. So I've got a spoon here. They're potential endorsers and product people. Please, we need proper. So we can stop using plastic spoons on set. Okay, so I've got yogurt here, and by now everybody should know I love regular unsweetened yogurt.
Okay.
The Greek yogurt is very expensive. You know, Delphine, you're pulling on millions now. So feel free to buy the 2,000 a pack.
Right.
Yes, but this one is the regular local stuff that costs like 400 naira.
Ah, perfect.
And then you can use the plastic to put soup in your
Yes,
freezer
I have tons of those bowls, like so many.
I need deliverance from plastics.
Like my mother.
It's a problem. And there's some of them that don't even have covers. I'm still keeping
It's
them.
still there.
It's a
oh.
problem.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a thing with us women,
yeah,
We love
no,
plastic
my
bowls.
husband, it drives him off the wall. So I have my yogurt. Just put some in there. Now, if you're not too concerned about calorie content and fat, you can actually use sour cream. You can use regular salad cream. You can use mayo if you want, but because I want to look like Delphine when I grow up, I manage the calories where I can. And then we're just going to add some cucumbers
Okay.
for the crunch, because they smell good and they taste good. And then a little surprise element. If you have some leftover chicken, leftover beef, leftover suya, you need to add that in there.
Okay.
So you have a dip that's going to have a little bit of heat. It will be a little bit savory, and you can have your meat heat without using your fingers, because this may be a love day that is for established couples, but it may be also the one that they're testing the waters.
Yes.
So you don't want to be dipping your hand. Then the chicken juices will be dribbling down your.
No, nothing messy here.
Nothing messy. We're trying to go nice and dainty. And then your coarse spices, a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper.
Okay.
And that's really it. So you just season to taste.
What kind of pepper is this?
White pepper. So you can use black pepper, you can use suya pepper, you can use Cameroonian pepper, you can use anyone you like. But we're trying to not start coughing. You see, the way that the things work in my life, I will use the suya pepper. Everybody else will eat it. My nose will start running, I start coughing, it'll be like really awful.
Aww.
Yes. So simply stir it together and your dip is done.
Okay.
Very simple. But a bit of color, the suya gives it a little bit of color.
I can see that.
Yeah. Okay, movie pick. What's another one that you would recommend?
Okay, I think we'll skip to Nollywood now.
Okay.
I really liked Picture Perfect last year.
Haven't seen it.
It was a really good one. Beata Stevens outdid herself.
Really?
And the actor Bolanle Ninolu, he was amazing.
Oh yeah, I like him.
He's like an Americana.
I like him actually.
Apparently he went, he spent 2 days shadowing conductors to
Really?
figure out their lingo, their mannerisms. Like he really,
That's being
like
dedicated
yes,
to the craft.
he did amazing as an Agbiru.
Okay, so because of you, I'll look for it.
Yeah,
But this is another
good
question I have about Nollywood. I know that back in the day, they had VCDs and DVD clubs and stuff. But now, they seem to be going straight to the cinema. So
cinemas.
where would I find Picture Perfect now?
You'd find Picture Perfect on Iroko.
Oh, I see.
It's also on Rock, their TV
Their
station.
TV station. Okay. So I shall look for it. Okay, so my next pick is Bollywood.
Okay.
And this movie, okay, there are two of them, but they're by the same main character.
Okay.
Shah Rukh Khan, also known as King Khan.
Oh, I know him.
Oh yeah, he's like the highest paid actor in the world.
Okay.
By the way.
In the world?
In the world. But
Really?
it makes sense because India has a population of 1.2 billion
Yes,
people. So if
yeah.
the people alone watch him, he's going to top Tom Cruise.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly. So this is external from internet. I know movies though. You don't even know.
I really need to get some of these Bollywood P. It's been a while. The
I have
Bollywood,
some.
please, I'm gonna get
We need
them
a
from
movie
here.
date.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we need a movie date. So there are two. Shah Rukh Khan starred in Devdas, which was actually nominated for Best Foreign Film at the Oscars a couple of years ago.
Really?
It is an amazingly beautifully shot movie. It's
Okay.
bright, it's red, of course. I mean, it's gorgeous, but it's bittersweet. So it's a story about a woman that falls in love with a man who essentially is an alcoholic, and he's on his last days. She can't keep up with that nonsense anymore, and so she goes away, and he's dying. His liver is giving out, like he looks awful, but he gets on a train and he goes to bed. And as during the train ride, we keep thinking about all the times that it's meant.
So like flashbacks.
And I'm sorry I have to spoil it for you, but when he makes it just to her, he dies at her feet. Unbelievable.
That's heart-wrenching.
It's heart-wrenching. So, if you're on a date with a new almost suitor.
Like don't do it.
No, do it.
Really?
Because you're going to be crying. He needs to
And then he'll come. Oh, strategy. Uzo, you know stuff.
This 9 years in the marriage business is not for joke. So, final thing that we're going to make, no movie experience is complete without
Popcorn. Yeah.
So people have their preferences. People like salt. What kind do you like?
I like caramel on my popcorn.
I like a mix of salt and sweet. So whenever I go to cinema, they just roll their eyes at me. But they have to.
No, but they actually ask these days.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna make some popcorn, and we're just going to add a little bit of strawberry syrup, and that's really it.
This our strawberry syrup is very useful.
One size fits all. If you're going to spend however much on it, we better flog
Right.
it very well. So we're going to go over to the burner. We'll pop the corn and bring it back, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Oh, but before we go, I just feel the need, Delphine, one more movie.
Speaking of bittersweet, Me Before You. It's a Hollywood movie. You know the girl from Game of Thrones, Emilia Clarke? Yeah.
Khaleesi.
Yes, Khaleesi with her interesting eyebrows.
Yeah,
Oh, she was so expressive in that film.
She was, and it was
Her
just,
eyes kept telling the story, you know. It's such a
Ujun
heart-wrenching
Soro.
film.
You know, the Yorubas have it right. They said, Ujun, sorry.
Yeah, your eyes
talk.
speak, yeah.
Yeah,
It's sad, but it's a really sweet film too.
yeah, because life isn't always
Exactly. Like I don't like. Why do the movies all have to end happy?
I agree. Okay, so we'll go pop some corn and then we'll come back.